Okay, welcome back to this video with me, Neil Greentree, and Tris Best, one of the most respected testers in the world. So let's get back to the video, and we now talk about what's going on at Weymouth right now. Let's wind forward to now, 2021. I think what you're doing now is really good. Tell us what you're actually doing with regards your team now.
So again, based down in Weymouth, windsurfing on Portland Harbour the whole time. I think, it's always been a fantastic location, with Speed Week and all the rest of it. It's got a lot of heritage there. But, we set up here in 2010. Then foiling came around, again, probably 8 or 9 years ago. Yeah. And we sort of saw that, as a location, we have probably one of the best places in Europe
100%.
right in front of us.
100%.
So we were fairly early adopters then. Sam Ross came down, who was the earliest adopter.
He was.
And he basically was like, try this, guys.
Yeah.
And we'd seen him crash, and we were like, we'll just wait for it to develop a little bit. But, again, we got on, and again, he's probably one of the best coaches in the UK.
Yep.
Or definitely. And it basically just meant, with a few little tips, we got into it. And since then, everything that we've kind of done here, wind foiling, then wing surfing came in, wing foiling, and we basically just sort of, we need to get people into foiling. You can see it through every water sport, whether it's prone surfing, all the way up to America's Cup. Foiling is the way forward.
100%.
So we thought, right, okay, well, we need to be ahead of this. And I remember, so Kev Greenslade, for example, one of the national speed champion, local guy, super inspirational to all the kids that are coming
100%.
through. I was stood right next to him when he first saw windsurfing. He stood next to me and he goes, Tris, if I ever see you on one of those bloody things, I will never talk to you again. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty strong, Kev. Like
That
this.
is.
A year later, he's the biggest advocate for it ever. Absolutely loves it. So, we've kind of gone, right, okay, we need to get into foiling in general. And so we do everything. So e-foiling, which is sort of the new with the electric foils. We've got wing surfing, wind foiling, obviously, and we basically do the lot here.
And your team you've got of, Scotty Stallman's one of your team, and they are coming on board with your testing as well. Yeah. So you are then bringing them on board, and I think it's the right thing. Tris, the knowledge of all this. Tell us how you're working it now, because I love what you're saying about how you're getting the new guys in. They feed it to you, and you can interpret.
So I think the whole idea and the concept. So first and foremost, the OTC is still true to its name. So we have all the major brands under one roof, so people can try all the different.
That was always
That's always been the
day
idea. So rather than me just writing about it and people reading it, actually come down and try it. So that's always been the idea, and it still remains. Yeah. In addition to that, we're an RWA recognised centre, so we're a training centre. I'm a trainer. We have Marion, who's a trainer as well. So basically, we can teach grassroots, and we get loads of local schools coming through on a regular basis. Then as they, we grab hold of the kids that really kind of take a shining to windsurfing, and we kind of push them and keep nurturing them.
You've always done that.
You've
always been right at the front of all of that.
And James, Scotty, they're all testament to that. So they've kind of come through the ranks. They've become instructors themselves. So again, at 16, they can kind of give back and they can inspire the young kids coming through. But in addition to that, again, we kind of help if they wanted to go down the pathway with the RWA, then there's the availability there, and it's great, it's really accessible. But in addition to that, there's the UKWA, so we host 2 sort of national events in the slalom side. So that, again, the kids can kind of get involved in that from Master Blaster through the amateurs and into the pros. So, we've got now Scott, who's 20, James, who's 19, Sam Anstey, who's 20 as well, and they're all red hot, when it comes to slalom. And
hey, you ain't going to tell me about that. But it's good to see that, and those guys are the next generation of testers.
Yeah,
so they're learning off Tris Best, who's the master, I would say, and you're now teaching them how to do it. And so in future years, to wrap this up, you're still going to be around. You're still overseeing the whole thing, but we've got the new school guys doing it. And they're going to find their own ways to do it and what they expect out of the kit. And you're going to carry on. I love what you're doing. So you've also kind of branched out into this fantastic kind of distributorship thing, which I think is absolutely fantastic. And so you're doing more of that. I don't know where you're finding the time to do it all, but fair play to you. Thank you for stopping your super busy day just to have a chat about how what you've been all about, quietly getting on with behind the scenes, because you don't ever see this guy face up in lights, but he's the guy who everyone wants to talk to. And if he answers the phone to you, you're blessed, because half the time he just goes, "Oh God, what I'm going to get browbitten." But thank you for your time. And what we're going to do next in a separate video is we're going to have our top 3 windsurfers of all time. So have a think about that while you drink your coffee. Thanks for watching, and yeah, catch up soon.